Right, so anyway, okay, I took my my exit coils, my drag cancellation coils out of the circuit because in here, because I'm going to actually try something I haven't tried before, which is to put two generator coils where the exit coils are, because I've just got an idea that it might actually boost the output. It might also increase the amount of drag cancellation as well, which is what I'm going to test out. So I've got my new bobbin holders and a new set of coils which are wound, and I'm just soldering the wires on to plug these in to see what difference it makes to the system. I'm just got the soldering on. I've been thinking about this for a few days, and my only concern is that the amount of power that comes out of these coils that's into the other end of my delay line circuit, that might be too much for the triac. I might damage the triac. It's rated at 700 milliamps, but there's not a great deal of heat sinking on it, but at least I can run the thing slower, so I can just slow it down and build it up slowly and test things that way. So anyway, we're going to see what happens. I'm just going to get these wires soldered on here. I've got this wire to brought it out. Yeah, well, the triac is triggered, will be triggered by these coils at a certain point in the phase, and so they won't actually be on all the time. They'll only be on when they're triggered by the triac. But once they're triggered by the triac, there'll be a holding current that basically keeps them held on until the phase switches, until the phase changes from high to low or from low to high, which is the positive side of the phase and the lower side of the phase. So AC wise, I need to make sure that these wires are far enough apart so that I've got enough room to put them in and out. So it's something I've been thinking about trying for a few days, and I thought, well, it's time to try it out. There's only so much thinking you can do about something before you. If I keep my hand still, I've got enough solder on it. Try to keep my friggin' hand still. It's right. I think I'm on. I think my microphone just fell on the floor. Sorry about that. Where's the other microphone gone? Try and put this somewhere where it won't slide off the table. The wire must have been weighted down by something. Anyway, sorry about that. It must have deafened you a bit. It deafened me. I haven't even got headphones on. Right, so I've got my coils in. Now I need to Normally the exit coils are paralleled up at one end, so instead of that I'm going to be sending that power to the other rectifier circuit, which is down here, these wires. So I'm going to have to use some crocodile leads to... Oh, this has come off there! Blooming heck, I just realised. I stuck it on there, and it's... oh dear. I just realised it's come off. Well, I'm going to super glue it on. Super glue is not permanent with this stuff anyway, it doesn't stick very well, so... it doesn't like sticking to fiberglass very well. Hopefully it's going to stay on long enough to... let's see. Let's get this in the right position. Stop moving about. Hold it for 10 seconds. I'm hoping that's going to... Oh, it's not stuck very well. I just knew it. It's fiberglass. It just doesn't... Oh, it's alright. It's hanging on by one end, so that'll do me. I just don't want it falling on the copper plate, which there's a copper plate underneath. I don't want it shorting out on there. Okay, so I've got to fit these in now. This is the hard bit. I don't want to knock my other coils out of the way, position-wise, so it's a clamp fit, basically, more or less. So I've got to push that apart, get this in. Get in. Right, that one's in. Put the loan in. It's friction fitted, more or less. Right, we're in. We're in about the same timing position as the exit coils were. I don't know why I've got to snap off. Looks about right. I'm not going to put core. I'm not going to put these core things in. I don't want to have too much coupling just yet. I want to test it without too much coupling. So we're going to test it just with the rings in, ferrite rings that are in there. Right, you locate it, right? Right. My foot is not, it's wobbling over here. I don't know why it's wobbling. That's better, I think. I think I had two of them underneath, that's why. Okay, so I need crocodile leads, I can't find them. Oops. Two long ones should do it. Not sure which way around these are going to be connected, so clip onto that one, clip on, this is the bridge rectifier, by the way. Clip onto that one, and we're going to go around and clip onto these other ends that come out the coil. Oh, I think I'll go on the inside and look, following the mechanism it's going. That's not going to work. I'm just trying to route these wires so they don't fall down and get caught in the thing when it's spinning and everything. Right, get this other one clipped onto there. Right, so I need to turn the juice onto the drive. I'll get my solder out of the way. I might have got the polarity wrong, but I can soon swap that around if it's wrong. AC is very confusing sometimes. Is this cooled down yet? Yeah. I don't want to stick it back in here if it's hot. Well, just to mention, I've had a few invites for people to subscribe to them and that, and I've done them as friends, but no offence, it's not that I don't like it, it's just that some content is not exactly what I like, so kind of pointless really. I just subscribe to something that's relative or interesting to me. Personally, I'm a bit old school, so this modern pop culture is not my thing, to be honest. Let's see, where am I? So I've got them connected, got that connected. Now I'm probably going to have to adjust the time when I get this going. Put the other exit coils out, and so it's going to be interesting to see what current we get out. So I'll have to move this meter over somewhere where people can see it. Wires tangled up. Just a minute. I'm going to put it on current output. Oh, that's right. So that's after it's been put on a bridge rectifier. Right, I need to connect power and everything. Right, my RPM meter connecting. I'll see about bringing the RPM meter over here so I can see it. One's on a separate battery. Oh, lost some on my blue tab. Oscilloscope. I'm sticking it to this steel ruler. Gives me a little bit of weight to hold it upright. Don't know if it's going to be enough, but I'll stick it underneath the meat. Oops! Underneath the meat stand. Should hold it down. Get on there. No, that's not going to work very well. This isn't sticking. Blue tack one's warming up. I'm going to try sticking it straight to the table. Right, hopefully that's there. Okay, so the battery's driving the RPM meter, usually about 50 milliamps. Right, okay, I'll get it started up and see if I can. Oh, I want to drop the voltage, I want to start slowly. So let's go down to 9 volts. sorry you can't see this thing at the moment. I just want to start low, at a low voltage, because I don't know what's going to happen with these large coils, because it might overload my circuit that's up here. I probably need to angle the camera a bit higher. Right, that's probably better. I ain't got my oscilloscope switched on, so I haven't got it hooked up right now, so I need to get that connected up. Stick this one on. What do we connect it to? That one. And that one. Right. I want to get to this preset, and this scope lead's in the way, so hold on a minute, I'll move it over here. Right. I think I can get my screwdriver in there after tweaking it, because I'm going to have to tweak this a bit. I'm going to see if I can leave the screwdriver in there ready, because I might have to tweak it pretty fast. Yeah, it's going to rest there. Right, I'm going to try and get it started up now. Right, I'll put this Kickstarter on. Oh, I won't need that Kickstarter. Yes, I will. I've knocked my timing coils. No. Right, see if we can get this started. Sorry. Whoa, whoa. Oh, that's a big spike. Oh, that's a hell of a big spike. RPM's not working, hang on. There we go. I need to drop my voltage division. Okay. Check this. How much current have we got? Nothing at the moment. We haven't got anything going out at the moment, which will be cancelling itself out. So I need to adjust timing and everything. Let's see, what else? Oh, I've probably got this reverse, that's why. I need to reverse this thing to the rectifier circuit. Does it make any difference? Nope. No, there's a problem somewhere. Figure it out. I'm only at 40 milliamps, the something's not set right. Oh, I've got a wire come off. Just the timing a bit. The light. Well, it's 50 milliamp. Well, something's. There's a wire come off. Oh no, I'm not connected. That's why. Duh. I've got to plug the other end in. These wires are plugged in. No wonder it's not working. Right, this could get scary. Nothing? Let's reverse it the other way around. Let's adjust the timing. Alright, I'm looking at the oscilloscope. The leads are obviously connected backwards right now, so let's change that around. What? Still 40 milliamps? Come on! I want to be on there, that other range. Right, so there's something not right somewhere. Well, according to this, I've got a big load on here and it's not slowing down. Yeah, the yellow output is highly compressed. So where's all my power going? Oh, of course, I know why. I still got this transformer connected to it. When I was talking about in the previous video, let's check the adjustment. I'll leave that wide open. I'm going to go on a different range. Put this on the milliamp range, because it's on the amp range right now. Right, so we're at 48 milliamps. That's not too bad. We need to get that up. Right, 45, 44 milliamps. Let's check my triac not getting too hot. It's cold. Let's adjust the timing. I need to adjust the physical coils. I'm going to move the coils around a bit. This is tricky to do. If I can move them. They're very tight. That's 43.5. Gotta get my hand in it. .6, that's going down, so I'll bring it up. .43. .42.5. Let's just time it again. Oh, I went up to 50. Oh, that's weird. This is not affecting the speed at all. Well, actually, it's not doing bad. I need to get the speed up more, so I'm going to bump the drive voltage up a bit. At the moment we're running at 9 volts, we're only consuming 250 milliamps. So let's go up to 15 volts now. 14, let's go up to 14.8. Right. 59 milliamps, 60 milliamps, we're climbing. We're at 2,600, 2,000, we're climbing the RPM. Right, it's actually doing pretty well. Because I was being conservative when I started this, so actually the current's going way above what it normally would be. 80 milliamps, so we're still climbing in speed as well. That's fascinating. My input current's 350 milliamps right now. Output current is 83, 84, it's still climbing. Speed still climbing. We're still pushing, we're just delivering 360 milliamps on 350 milliamps. On the input, 14.8 volts, which is not what I normally run it at. Let's adjust the timing a bit. Check my triac, it's cold, so that's good. Adjust the timing a bit. I've still got this transformer in this box in the previous video, that's still connected. Right. This RPM is a lot better than it was previously. Normally at this current I'd be at about 2,500 RPM, but I'm actually at 2,900 RPM, which is, oh mind you, the voltage I'm going into at the moment is quite high, it's about 7 volts, so I'm only pushing out about 82 milliamps, so yeah. Yeah, into 7.1 volts at the other end over there. So it's not that good really at the moment. So I won't know until that capacitor bank over there discharges, we'll go down to 4 volts and I can do a proper comparison. But yeah, I wish I could get the scope closer to it right now. I've got the printer going over there, I don't want to knock anything. Well, I just moved the camera just temporarily, so you can see the oscilloscope over there. Maybe you can get that. Maybe I can get that in. Oh, the oscilloscope's over there, which is there. Can't really see it too well. The blue trace is the exit coil circuit that's, oh my god, there's 136 volts on that. Bloody hell. Peak to peak, there's 136 volts on the exit coil right now. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm going to try and get the scope closer. Oops. Right. Maybe you can see it. Right. The blue trace is the exit coil, anti-drag coil, and I'm about to turn the volts division up because it's off the scale. Right, that's it. I've got it on times. I've got it on the 50 volt scale. Right, the blue trace is on the 50 volt scale, the yellow trace is on the 10 volt scale, and 142 volts peak to peak on the blue trace, which is fascinating. I've still got this other transformer connector. Let's disconnect and see what happens. This external transformer I was telling you in the previous video, I've got wires tangled it up. This big transformer is still connected on here, right? I don't want to burn anything out on it. I'm going to disconnect it. But RPM's dropping, look. Let's adjust the timing with this out. RPM's going up. Oh, you can't see the RPM now. Right, RPM's going up now with that transformer disconnected, and the voltage on the exit coil circuit is 104. It's jumping around 136. Check this triac coil actually. I'm going to swap the polarity round on this big rectifier. Oh, that won't make any difference. What I need to do is swap the polarity on this exit coil circuit. I'm going to swap that around. Any difference? Well, I don't think there's much of a difference. I'm going to swap it around again. I might not have got it right, I might have flipped the wires on themselves. Oh. Oh, I'm not in the hole. Am I? No, I'm not in the hole. Right. I lost my torch. Where's that gone? I'm going to put my torch down now. I can't find it. Can't see these holes very well. I'll put my torch. Damn it. Where are you? Keep pointing it down. I can't see this very well because the light, a big shadow there. Oh, that must be connected because it's making a difference. Right. Right, let's put all the thing back into that hole. The external transformer. See that? As soon as I put that in, the output goes up. Well, it will start to climb speed. It will go up once it gets up to speed. The speed's increasing. Only just this top on this big transformer down here. See what I mean? Oh! Current went down. Current went down and it's accelerating. So when it's shorted it doesn't help very much. It just cancels out the effects. Yeah. Well, it's better when it's left open at that end really. Got the 2 meg on the end. I'll try actual stone coal. I don't know if I'm in that proper hole actually. It's hard to tell right now. Put this around. Trying different cases. Here's my nerves, I can't find the damn torch. Ah, that's not connected to anything down there, no wonder. Must be that hole. Right. Right, let's see. I'll take the load off a minute and see what happens. Right, take the load off. Yeah, we've still got loads of drag when the load's on. Right, put the load back on. Right. Yeah, I'm waiting for them caps up there to charge up and discharge, and then I'll get a bigger load on it and see what happens. You can ignore that LED in the background. That's the printer blue one in the background. It's the 3D printer that's printing right now. So, I could be getting too much signal actually from this, so it's probably, the timing isn't very good right now because I'm getting a bit too much of a signal from the, I'm in 128 volts right now, so it's pretty strong, so it's probably triggering that triac. I don't even know if it's damaged the triac actually, it might have been. It feels a little bit warm. It's not hot though. I'll have to test it separately later, just the timing of it. physical timing I'm going to move. I'm moving the coils down a bit so that we can oops, the wires came out, damn it. I think I need to bend these wires over because the wires aren't very tight. Some of that voltage could be back here. Oh, I know why it's showing so high. I've just realised it's not, the voltage isn't really high. I've knocked the times 1 probe, times 1, times 10 at times. Oh, my resistor's come out. No wonder that's not working. Yeah, this is on times, oh, it is on times 10. My resistor's come out, so I'm going to have to repair my board. Shit. So that wasn't working. My resistors come out the board. So that wasn't even connected properly. That's why it wasn't working. There's a problem. Yeah. So this probe has pulled the resistor out of the circuit board. Oops. Can't have been soldered very well. I'm going to turn it off a minute. Hang on, where's my thingy? This resistor's come out the board, so it wasn't even connecting. And I was twiddling it about, tuning it, and nothing was happening. It was just, the trike wasn't actually conducting, that's why it was stone cold. Oh, this is annoying when this happens. So, I've got to get that resistor sorted back in there. I'm trying to get it back in the hole it came out of. We'll have to solder it without. I went and glued the board onto the chassis because I didn't want it, I don't want it dangling down and catching and everything, you see. So now I'm going to have to try and solder that wire from underneath, which is not so bad because the resistor lead is right on the edge of the board, so I can get to it without turning it over, hopefully. There's always something. Yeah, I think my probe must have pulled that, I know that my probe's pulled that resistor out. It was clipped onto it, you see. And this wire's tangled up. Oh, damn it, I'll be alright. Always something. Something goes wrong. We'll get up to temperature. I need to rest on something. Stick my finger in that capacitor. That's it. I'll be able to rest with that and use my tweezers. Use a bit of blob of solder. The actual resistor's right on the edge of the board, so it's my own circuit board design, so I can't get that in there. I'm going to have to inspect it with a mirror once I've got it in. I need something else to poke it down. Yeah, it's gone in. Right, I'm soldering this without even looking at the circuit board. I think it's in. Right, should be okay. I'm going to check it with my mirror. Disconnect that. It's a good thing the solder works on 12 volts. It's pretty safe. Alright, let's check the resistor soldered in properly. Let's see. We haven't got any solder bridging. It's hard to tell, but I'll put my meter on it in a sec. Where's that frigging torch? I'm looking all over that frigging torch and I'm stuck without it. I've got another one here. This will have to work. That's better. Use this one. Right, I've got only a soldered board. I think we're soldered in. I have to check it on my meter. Make sure I've got no short. It's just a bias resistor for that triac. Stick this on. So we may not have been right. Let's check the shorts. Looks good so far. I want to check the edge trace against that resistor. The edge trace is right on that edge there. Well, it's not shorted, so we should be good. Right, that should be alright. Right, let's check if that's connected to the gate. Well, it should be. Oops, that's the capacitor. That's connected to the gate. Yeah. Right, I think we're okay. I think that's going to be fine. It won't do any harm if it's short to ground, because it just won't turn on. Right. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to try this again. Where's my other stuff? There it is. Right, I need to click that back on. I know what happened when I was bending down earlier to do the 3D printer. I went sat on this lead and it must have grabbed the resistor out of its hole, and it's that crappy steel legged resistor, and I want to pull it out again. So I'm going to get an extension lead. Hang on. Stick this on in my scope, I think. I'm hoping that this will work. Oh, this lead is useless. That's not going to work. I've got another idea. Oh, put this wire on my resistor. I could solder it on, I suppose. That's why I'm taking it. That's why I'm taking the sample from. Put my lead, my probe on this end. Ah, come on. Right, that should work. Oh, my back. Oh, right. Okay, let's get this started again. Let's see if this. I've got to connect that back up again. Wrong row. Right. Let's get started up again. Nothing on the blue. Yeah, it was on times 10 before, that's why. It was on times 1, I mean. Oh, nothing. There we go. It wasn't 147 volts, it was just the times 1 times 10 on the probe that was set wrong. Right. It's these stupid probes, the buttons, he keeps knocking the times 1 probe, the switch on it, so he did knock them. Well, it's cold, it's picking up speed. 3,100 RPM. So everybody was sort of thinking, oh, I hope you don't get electrocuted at 150 somewhat volts, like, and it wasn't that at all, it was just the probe was set wrong. I keep knocking those switches, you know. Right, we're at 330 milliamps driving it. We're at 14.8 volts input. Let's swap this around. Alright, did that go up or down? Can't remember. Oh, it's gone down a bit. I think 61, let's put it the other way around. Yeah, it's gone up. Check the transformer out. It went up, but is it slowing down? Yeah, it's slowing down. Put it back in again. Should be going faster now. Yeah, it is. We won't be pulling much current at the moment. We're going to 7.46 volt output load. Just timing I mean a bit. Oh, look at that. Slows right. Oh, slows right down, but the current goes up. So the timing circuit is working now. It wasn't working properly before. Look at that, slowing down, but current goes up. That position speeds up, and as it speeds up, current starts to go up. Just need to get them timing coils right, because it wasn't affecting it before, because that resistor had come out. Right, let's move the coils up a bit. You can't really see. I'll move the camera over there, but then you won't be able to see the scope properly. I'm just moving the coils because they move around, you see, on this. Right, I've moved them up about a centimetre. I'm watching to see if current goes up and RPM go up. Yep, RPM's going up. Current's going up. Seems to have stabilised. I'll move them up a bit more. I can't go very much further though, because I'll come to the end stop thing. I'll bump into the other coil. Let's move it up about 3 millimeters. Right, let's see, 6.3, 3.1, 3.1.14. Come on, you're going to go up. 3.1.15. 3.1. It's about the same. 62.7, 62.8, 62.8, 62.9. Current's going up, so that's a good thing. I must have moved it in a better place. The best thing is just leave it for a while, and this is what I have to do a lot of the times, wait for them supercapacitors to charge up. It's better to do it during the day because the supercapacitors get charged up by the solar panels as well, so it speeds everything up, so everything's a lot faster, and then I can see the changes happening faster. I can't really see much happening during the night because there's only me charging it with this, so So if I disconnect the other output down here, let's see what happens. Oh, 60. Put it back on. We've got 63. So we're getting more power when the other output coil, the trigger coil, is connected. So when I connect the other set of coils, we do get more output. When I take it off, it drops down. Oh, I think. Yeah. Right, that's interesting, that's worth knowing. So we are gaining extra power when I put the other set of coils on. It's going to be fun when I get a whole set of coils in here. I've only got 2 pairs in there right now. I haven't got a full set. But at some point I want to get more coils in there, and I want to have more of these circuits. I was thinking about cascading them, series, parallel, and have them all going through trigger triac circuits, and time each one, and trigger each one that comes on and should offset the other one. Each one should, yeah, it's hard to explain it, it's difficult, it's still in my head, I haven't put it down on a piece of paper yet, so it's difficult to put it into words, but stagger connect them anyway, so that each coil provides a certain part of the power. The other coil is basically on an entry point, and while the other coil is on an exit point, and the exit coil, the coil that's on the exit point where it normally has drag, would basically be superseded by the one that's causing acceleration. It's hard to explain anyway. So we compensate for the drag basically. That's the idea. There's not a lot of room on there really. I've got plenty of room to put coils, but when you start sliding them around, they start obstructing each other. So I've got 4 slots, and there's 2 slots on each side I'm not using yet. They're empty, there's nothing in there. So I can put coils in these other slots on the ends as well. And I've got another set of coils over here which need to be taken out and put into these bobbins, so these bobbin holders, sorry. I've got these 2 to go in as well, but ideally I need 4 of these to do the same with these. Because there's 4 of these, I'm using 2 of the power generating coils as my exit coils right now, so I'm going to move them down because they weren't working before because of that resistor not being connected. I'm going to move them down and see if I can gain more current. Move the timing. I'm looking at the speed, see if it's going down. Going up, so I'm going to move them down more. Caught the spindle. Right, 3158. Oh, I think I've knocked my RPM thing. 3137. 3139. Still going up. 3140. That's good. 3142, 31. Still going up, so I'm going to move them down a bit more. We're still at 60 milliamps, 3148, 3147, 3148. You're going to keep going up, or going down, 3149. Still at 60 milliamps. We'll go down a bit more if I can. It's difficult to reach now, it's getting a bit far. 60, still at 60 milliamps, 3152, 31. Oh, it's going down now. It's going down now, so I need to come back again. It should go back up again now. 3144, 3143. Oh, it's all going down. I need to come back up a bit more. Three, 1, 3, 3. Come on, what are you playing games with me now? We're not even at 60 milliamps right now. 3139. Going back up again. 3141. Going back up. Yeah, going back up. Yeah, you have to get the timing just right, otherwise. Oh yeah. I still got one of my other torches. I don't know where I put it. Put it down somewhere. My little hand black torch. I can't think where I put it. 3144. I think we're going up. We're now at 60 milliamps again because we dropped a bit. Now we're going back up to 60 milliamps. Oops. Mind you, what as it charges the supercapacitors, the output current will drop anyway. There's a certain amount of automatic regulation, so it stabilises itself, but 3150, we're still going up in speed. As the speed goes up, the current should start to climb as well. So I'm glad really that I can still use the generator coils as trigger coils as well, because that means that I can stick with standard coils and everything really. I haven't even put the cores in there yet. Let's put cores in and see what happens. These concentrics. I'm going to put my concentrics into the trigger coils now. Let's see what that does. Oh, I can't get them in there when they're already fitted, because there's this lip, I can't get past the lip. Just a minute, hang on, I'm able to do it. I think I need to take one of them ferrite rings off. Oh, there is a concentric in there already. Yeah. Don't need the concentric, it's already come in. I just need to pause in the middle. I just need to put these in. It's a bit tight actually. I need to sand these down a bit. Still tight. Well, it's not going all the way in, that'll do anyway. I'm just putting this part away. The other one's loose, so maybe I should swap them around. Put the tight one in the loose hole. Yeah, that's a bit loosey now. This one's tight now. Yeah. Did it change? 60, gone up a bit, 316131. It's gone up on it, I think. Or is it going down? Two on five, it seems to be going down. So I'm just sanding these a bit to make them go in easy. Is it going down? 3, 1, 4, 5, 5. Going back up again. 3, 1, 5, 6. Yeah, it's going up, so I need to get them in properly. This one's still too tight. There's actually magnets inside here. They help to add to balance the they help to balance the flux out. I'll show you what I mean, hang on. So if I put my compass, don't know if you can see it, compass doesn't work too well when it's not level. You can see the magnets inside there. I don't know if you can see it. This has to be level, you see, otherwise it doesn't work. And I'm turning it at an angle. Turning around, pop these back in. See if I can get it in. Ah, it's gone in properly now. There we go. Right, should start going up. Hopefully. Current's going up slowly, I think. Or maybe it's going down because that thing's charging up over there. No, it's not actually doing anything right now. It seems to be stable. Let's check them out. Check them out. See what happens. Oh, it's stuck now. Right, gone down, look. 3167. RPM's going up a bit. Current drop though. Put it back in again. That will need to. Yeah, it's definitely going up. Definitely going up. You know, it's 60 milliamps again. My input current hasn't changed, it's 310 milliamps right now. Probably gone down a bit because the load is less because the capacitor's on the other end of charging up. I'm going to discharge them because I'm sick of waiting. I'm going to trigger the circuit up there manually. Oh, I don't know if I can. Yes, I should be able to do it. But I'm going to go and discharge those supercapacitors into my battery. And we should see a big change in a minute. Right, there's no load at the moment because the supercapacitors are discharging into the battery through a boost regulator, so the current input will drop. When the supercapacitors are finished discharging, they'll be basically almost flat, and there'll be a massive load on this end, and the input is at 260 milliamps at the moment, and we'll see a big jump on the output current. And you'll be able to see it on the oscilloscope. The blue will be, the yellow will be the actual load, depending on how squished that waveform is. So we'll wait for the supercapacitors to go flat. So there's no load on it. There's very little load on there right now. There's only 23 milliamps of load on there. Oh, I forgot to set this out. My timer went off earlier and I wasn't paying attention. It should be alright. I hope it hasn't melted. There's the load. Hopefully this hasn't melted. That's alright. Got to let that dry slowly, otherwise it'll warp. This is my new electrostatic element. I'm waiting for it to dry now. It's been in acetone treatment. It's all shiny and bossy right now. So that's got to dry overnight. Right, so that's the load that we've got right now, which is basically less than 4 volts, and we've dropped down to 2,500, which is what I said it would be, roughly. I said earlier, when there's a full load on it, it should be at about 2,500, and we are at that, so, but I'm actually getting more current than I expected, so that's good. Input current at the moment is 390 milliamps, 380 milliamps, 13.8 volt. And you can see the cyclic RMS is basically 1.3 volts above the actual load on the other end, so because the voltage dropped through the circuit. So if that says 520, it'll be about 4.1 or something, or 3.9 volts on the other end. It has to get up to 4 volts before my meter comes on, because I can't see it across the room right now. It's just got 888 because the voltage is too low. That's right over there. So, anyway. Putting my soldering iron away. So, right, where are we at the moment? The super capacitors will be getting probably about 100 milliamps. I'm going to go and make myself another coffee because I'm thirsty. I found my torch. It was in the bloody kitchen. I must have gone to the kitchen with it in my hand and put it down and I realised. I'm always losing stuff. Oh. Nearly blocked my RPM meter a bit. Just realised. I'm going to mess about with the timing a bit. Right, we're at 95 milliamps, 2672, let's see. That's slowing down. Currently no. Two 2690, so we're going up in RPM. Yeah, that's better. Seems to be a bit better. Because I moved the coils physically last time and I never messed about with the timing, did I, on the adjustment, so I should have done that first, because it does make a difference. When you move the coils physically, you've got to twiddle with the trimmer to fine tune it. So anyway, the output voltage at the moment, the output voltage is about 4.14, which is about right, because the cyclic RMS at this end is 6 volts, so actually there'd be a bigger voltage drop, because at the higher the current, the more voltage drop. Yeah, that makes sense. So we've actually got about a 2 volt voltage drop, because we're at 4.17 on the other end. So, and that cyclic RMS is 6 volts, so yeah, that's about right. 2 volt voltage drop across all that long wire, because it goes through a long thin wire actually. What the hell was that? I just said hello. Oh, look at the printer. Oh, it's this thing here. Ah, that was it. It's this clip. I thought, what the hell? It must have moved by itself. That's weird. It's got a poltergeist. Ah. How the heck is this thing down here? You can't see, it's just this clip. This clip on the side of the table, I put them up like that so I wouldn't catch them right. Wouldn't catch them on my clothing. It was like that. How did that clip do that by itself? Because I don't know. Maybe jump. Thought this thing was going to fly apart on me. Shouldn't do though, because they're inside drums, you see. There's these thick drums, the rotors are inside a thick piece of plastic, like that. And it's a long drum that goes all the way along. So even if the rotors just flew apart, they wouldn't go very far because there was a drum on the outside. So my actual rotors are inside a cylinder, a static cylinder that's not moving. So, and this stuff is pretty tough. You can't, you know, you need, I think you need a bullet to go through there, because it would probably stop the bullet as well, because, yeah, if you, an air gun anyway, there's no chance of going through there. Yeah, it's like, acts like a spring. Pretty thick. This is part of a failed print, that's why I've got this. It's the print that went wrong. So I've just got part of it, but the whole drum is really long. Cylinder. I'll show you my previous one anyway. This is my previous one I dismantled, and you can see it's got drums and the rotors go inside the drums. Same basic design for that one, except it's got adjustable coils on the outside, so instead of it having slots, it's got the ring all the way around. Anyway, where are we? 2,777. We saw again for 3,000 RPM again. 86.6 milliamps in the output, which is what I expect because the voltage is fine at the other end. Yeah. Anyway, this test has been interesting. My triac isn't getting warm, so yeah. I'm going to take this transformer out of circuit again, see what happens. The external transformer. See what happens. RPM's dropping. Current went up. Right, it's stabilised. Ah, interesting. So, 85.5 milliamps, 2,747. Is it still going to drop, or is it stabilised? Well, it's stabilised. Let's put this back in again and see what happens. Right, 82, 83. My current's going up. RPM's going up. So that transformer being in circuit definitely improves it. Interesting. So I need more inductance in my delay line circuit. So that basically means the my delay line circuit requires a bigger inductance on there. So what I'm going to do in my next design, I'm going to be using my delay line circuits sequentially. I'm going to see if I can get some other big transformers and put a few of those in series, in parallel, but in series with each other. But I'm going to have to save some money up because they're not cheap, they're about £4 each, so I need about 3-4 of them really, because I want to try a series of transformers, large ones, instead of ferrite, instead of toroids, because you can't wind enough wire on the toroid, and they work at higher frequency, the toroids, so unless you're using a massive toroid. I'm not going to start buying those, they're expensive, they're like £50 each or something for the big ones. Too expensive, so I'm just going to buy some of the old stock transformers that they've got lying around, experiment with those in a delay line circuit, because I have a feeling it might give me a huge benefit in this delay line circuit, because they do make a difference when I plug it in. I gain RPM, makes a big difference. You see the RPM's going right up and the current's gone up. I think there's a few people on YouTube that are building similar circuits actually, but they don't talk, they don't tell you what they're doing, they just show you pictures, and it's like they're shy or something, they just don't want to talk. And it's a shame really, people should be a little bit more expressive and say what they're doing. I mean, I believe that, I've always believed that, I used to have a self-employed business, I mean if you don't talk, if you don't tell people what you're actually doing, there's no point in doing it. You're wasting time. Everybody's afraid to identify themselves, but that's beside the point. I think the globalists already know who they are anyway, because they know their IP addresses and they know. So I mean, trying to hide your identity like that is a waste of time. I don't know what they're afraid of really, to be honest. I mean, if you succeed in doing something, you need people to know that it's you that succeeded and you discovered it, because if you don't do that, other people can steal your ideas and you can't put a claim on it, because nobody knows that it was you that invented it, because you've got nothing to prove that it was you, have you? So if you don't talk, then you're not going to prove anything. It's insurance really. We're still picking up speed, it's really taking off now. We're going into 5 volts at the moment, 5.1 volts. Cyclic RMS is 6.8 volts. Of course the RPM will climb slowly anyway as the loading on the output is slowly subsiding. So as the output load subsides, we're going to see an increase in RPM anyway. But it's a relative thing that when we get a gain in output and a gain in RPM, that's when we know we've gained something. I don't even know if my live feed is still live, I don't know. I'll check on my phone. I won't interfere with the computer. Oh, printer finished. Yay! So I'm watching this, I'm just watching it build up again, you see, the voltage on the output, and I'm just watching it to see what happens with current RPM and stuff like that. So there's not a lot happening right now, it's just a long test. Interestingly, my device has got very little vibration. There's virtually no vibration on it at all. Most of the noise is from the coils. There's a bit of vibration from some of the inductors inside, and the actual drive circuit is pulsing at the bottom, so there's a bit of noise from that pulse circuit. I think my RPM thing's about to fall off though. I haven't tried turning my delay line switch. I'm going to try that. It's a bit difficult to get to it. If I can turn it, I wonder if Superglue's got to it. Oh, it had. See what's it doing. See where it's going down, I know. Seven. Yeah, it's better when it's at the max. So it means I need more delay lines, that's what it means. When I turn it down, so I take that one out of circuit, it starts to slow down. So Yeah, we need more.
Yeah.
I think a bit of sugar got on my switch, but it's okay, I broke through. So yeah. What will happen if I take the capacitor out? Let's take this one out, see what happens. 25. Let's take this one out. Oh, it dropped. Yeah. Yeah, current dropped. So I'll put it back in again. Well, I've got plugged sockets there, so I can unplug my capacitors, which is handy. This knob at this end, let's see what happens. Slowing down. Yeah, it's best to leave it off, I think. My triac's lukewarm actually. Which means it's not doing much work. I don't know if you can see the cyclic RMS though, because it's maybe the scope's at the wrong angle. Take those feet off. maybe that's easier. Oh, that actually works, doesn't make a difference. Can't really see any better. The input current basically doesn't change hardly at all, the way my pulse drive circuit seems to work, and at the moment the input current hardly changes at all. It's at 330 milliamps at the moment. It's a bit out of sight, I'm afraid. I can't get everything in the camera right now. I can't lift it up without pulling wires off, that's the problem. More or less see it there, 330. Doesn't really change much. I'm a bit worried about moving it around because I've got capacitor strapped at the back as well, which smooths out everything. Oh, it's good. Yummy. Call that windscope. Really windy outside. That's the print that's coming off the print bed, you can hear crackling. Waiting until it comes loose then to take it off. Well, I'm talking on the Rust Grease channel, and Fred Schubert says that he posts all these weird things, and he puts "I should smoke cool." I don't know what that is, and I just thought I'm trying to quit, and he said you should. Roger, try it. I didn't think it smoke. Ah, right, well. Or hacksaw. Yeah, well. So, yeah. So they're talking about stuff. Yeah. Probably can't read that anyway. So I'm on the RWG chat at the moment. So the Free Energy Research Group. Well, if anyone's watching the stream and they're interested, just search for rwgresearch.org, and Bruce has got his own chat there, and this is where we all hang out. And we all start exploring various ideas about free energy and everything else, and it's open to anybody that's doing research. We've got to share our ideas, but as always, with anyone that's trying to invent something, none of us have any money. Well, Tesla didn't have any money either, was it? Was it Tesla or was it the other guy? William Priest Green, inventor of TV, he was always broke. I think all inventors seem to be broke. It's because nobody will give them any money. to develop stuff. So we just scrape by until we go bankrupt, basically. Oh yeah, so those things I was showing you earlier, magnets go inside there. I help. Oh yeah, I finished my crisps. There's none left. Look, I've eaten them all. They're yummy. Very nice. So the magnets, through these rectangular magnets, they just going like that. Side by side. So they're not opposing each other. They're actually, if you were opposing, they fly apart. Well, they just, yeah, like that sort of thing. And I've 3D printed this just so I could put the magnets in there, like that. And I put a ferrite ring on the end, which is one of these. I need to get some more of these actually. And stick it in, and if I pull it out, you can see the magnet come out with it. Oops! Yeah. That's what happens. Anyway, don't know if they make a big difference, but they do seem to help a little bit. Every little bit helps. think the 3D printer about coming off with it. No, not yet. I'll leave it a bit longer because it's popping off by itself. Oh dear. A lot of this stuff is about running it for a full cycle and comparing the output and the RPM and checking to see if there's a benefit or a detriment to it. So this is the process of experimentation really. So let's wire this thing up the other way around and see if I gain RPM and lose current. I can't remember now. We'll swap this around. I don't know wires in a row. Right, so that's sort of 63.2097, 3098. It's going faster. Oh, it must work better that way around then. I don't know. I've got my torch. Yeah, that's definitely the right way around. Right. Let's adjust my timing again. See if this gets warm. Oop. If this goes faster, it's better, even if the current goes down, because what happens is it speeds up and the current goes back up again, you see. Because it's all about keeping the input current low as possible, and as it's increasing speed, it will automatically increase in output because of the revolutions per minute. So yeah, I'm going to leave it like that for a while and test it. Well, the output now is at 7.38 volts. 7.39, still climbing. .40, that's the output voltage. We're still charging those supercapacitors up. Well, obviously it won't be very fast at 61 milliamps. So anyway, I'm going to end the stream soon anyway, because I've just looked at the stream length and we've been going for 2 hours and 31 minutes, so yeah, I don't want to make it too long, it gets really, really boring. It's probably boring anyway. But I just occasionally, for people who are interested, I just like to make a long stream where I'm showing everything running and everything, you know. So I'll probably call it long run test with new device or something like that. But I need to get more coils obviously, so I need to get more coils on here. What I'm probably going to do is going to put extra coils on the ends so they're in phase with these two here. And I can use the same exit coil assembly in series with it, so I'm going to get extra coils on the far ends so I can move this board, stick it probably on the side somewhere. I'm going to have to make a mounting thing so I can mount this circuit board on the side of the unit so that it's out the way, or I can get to it easily, just temporarily. So I'm going to 3D print something that, like a little circuit board mounting thing that sticks out, and I can stick my boards on the end without, if I stick them underneath, it's hard to get to them, you see, that's the problem. So once everything's sorted out and working right the way I want it and everything, I can stick them out the way, but I want them accessible, you know, so I'm going to make a little bracket to go on the side here so I can put the circuit board at the side of it. I actually need to make some changes to my supercapacitor charge buffer circuit because my relay keeps tripping in too early. I need to sort the Zener diode out on it. Put a better Zener on there. Something I built a few years back. Might actually go and take it down now and actually do it. Because it's kind of bugging me. So yeah, I'm going to move this out of the way because it's kind of in the way, and I'm going to Oh, microphone's wrapped around this thing. Right. I need to make some room because I'm going to have a go at that other circuit sorted out because I need to change the Zener diode on it. Because my relay is coming out and sapping all the power away before it's ready to trip, you see. I was getting the leads tangled up. Move my oscilloscope out of the way because I need to stop the stream anyway. I've got that tangled up now. Right, I'm going to turn this off anyway, because I've got some tweaking to do on that other thing. Let's see, screwdriver. Right, I'm going to get my charger and make some changes to it. I think I should discharge it first, really. Yeah, I think I'll discharge it so the capacitors into the battery because I've gotten messing with it when it's fully charged. Come on, trip. Oh. Oh, it's no longer engaged, that's why. Oh, bugger it. have to bring it down. Would it charge because the timer's disengaged on it? Damn it. Right, this is the thing I've been talking about. It's got supercapacitors in there, and I made this a few years back. So there's 500 powered supercapacitors, and every time it's charged it counts up one. You can't see the numbers at the moment, so it's a bit, you can't even cover it. It's been triggered 75 times in this cycle, so something I made at college is a bit dusty. Anyway, so what I've got to do is sort this diode out on here, which basically determines when the power goes to the relay, which is over here, this relay. And what's happening is the circuit's triggering too early before there's enough voltage to trip the relay, and it's annoying me. So what I'm going to do is, this is coming off here, and I made this before I had a 3D printer, so there's a lot of stuff on here that's hanging on with glue. There's a timer board. Actually, come to think of it, I have an electronic timer board, and it's better than a relay because it's electronic, using a MOSFET, so I don't have to wait for the relay to trip. I could use a separate circuit to do it. I could use this solid state circuit to do the timing, which is an idea. I might actually use that because the relay consumes a lot of power. This other circuit, which I have, these wires better not touch because otherwise there's going to be a big bang. Mind you, they're going through there's polish fuses in there, so it won't go bang really, but I've got this other timer circuit, which is, what is it? It's digital as well. It's not it. Where is it? I think this is the one. Digital timer circuit, which I can program. Got it from China about 5 years ago. So why don't I use this instead? Because this doesn't use a relay, and it will use less power. Yeah, I think I'm going to install that. That will do the job. That will do the job better than this 555 timer that has a relay which consumes about 30 milliamps, which is basically eating up power. And I could use this thing instead, which is a good idea. So I might substitute my old relay circuit. God, this is covered in dust. So I might substitute this. I don't want to bend everything. Let's just see if I can bend that over. I stuck it in place with some glue or something. Right, so what I could do is replace this entire board here, this entire board module with this timer here, which is digital. And I can program it exactly how many minutes it stays on for, which is really useful. And it's got a MOSFET there. So I might actually put that on there instead. That would save me messing about with all these Zever diodes on this trigger circuit. Although this circuit really needs a bit more work, because I originally designed this, what was it, 6-7 years ago? I think it must be 6 years ago, maybe 7, because I've been working on Sphere Energy projects for about that 6-7 years. So this must be 8 years old, because I did this quite a long time. It was actually a long time in the past. Or Or I could just simply change one of the diodes anyway, so that it gets more charge before it discharges, which is probably a good idea anyway. I can't remember what values are stuck in here now. Oh, the yellow one I can probably determine what that is. Oh, there's actually a lot in here. There's actually 3 diodes in here. I can't remember the circuit now. I'm going to have to look at my original circuit. I've still got a circuit diagram for this. And this LED is supposed to flash when it's about to trigger, but it never did. There's a problem with it, which I need to rectify at some point. I could build a better one, I suppose. But, yeah, it's got 7.22 volts in there at the moment, as you can see on the blue thingy. So that's the power input to it. That's what, that's the trigger circuit. This wire that goes in here is a trigger. That triggers the timer. This is what's switched on this end. So that's power in, that's trigger. Yeah. I've forgotten myself, it's just been so bloody long since I've made this kind of thing. But I don't really be working on while it's fully charged, so yeah, I need to dump this power somewhere. Because they can stay charged for hours, you know. And that's the boost converter, this board here. This boosts the voltage, so no matter what that voltage is, whether it's anything from like 15 volts down to about 4 volts, it boosts it up to 12.3 volts to charge the battery. So the voltage, and as that voltage drops here, the current goes up, so it draws more current. So it's a boost converter, which I got from China as well. So I've got a few things from China, but I made this board myself, this one. I also made that one on the top. I've forgotten what that one does now. Oh, it's a regulator for the... It's dusty. Yes, it's just... Oh, it's a rectifier. Yeah. So there's so much stuff I put on here and I have to put it. I know that's just a counter, that's just a counter. And that's MPPT for the solar power. So this basically bypasses, it goes straight through when the supercapacitors are fully charged and there's enough sunlight, the MPPT takes charge and basically continues to charge the battery. So this takes charge when the solar power isn't going down. What happens is if the solar keep getting cloud cover and the sun keeps going in and out and we're getting intermittent sun, that's when the batteries, the supercapacitors get charged to deliver the power in one go. So instead of it getting pulsed with little small amounts of current, it gets a nice steady charge. Anyway, I don't want to waffle on about that too much. There's no point in me live streaming this because I've got to remember a lot of stuff. I've got to start looking at my circuit diagram because I'm a little bit rusty now. I've forgotten what I did. And when you make stuff, you forget how you did it and everything, you know. This is how bad it is. I use an old battery box to mount all this stuff on. Because I didn't have a 3D printer when I made this, so... So much I could improve this with now. Just get them wires out of the way a bit. Right, so let's look at this one. Let's see if I can incorporate this instead. It's got opto isolator ICs in this as well. Interesting. So the trigger is the middle one, that's the in. It's written on the back, it's a bit easy to see. DC plus, DC minus, that's the in, is the trigger. The question is, does it take a negative pulse to trigger it or a positive pulse? I can't remember now. Because I think the timer uses a negative pulse, so that would be backwards, it would be the opposite way around. Which I don't want. I want a positive pulse, so let's see, where's that wire go? I can't remember now. Oh, it'll go to here somewhere. There's no wire. Yeah, that's the output here, that goes to there. I have a feeling it's going to be a negative pulse, and I need a positive pulse, I think. Yeah, I glued that in place. So that. That's going to be a problem, unless, oh god, I'm going to have to hook this up to a power supply and check it, see if it'll trigger on a negative pulse as well as a positive pulse. I suppose that we use I need to find a battery clip with a little battery on it. Find one. Got a battery to test that circuit board with. Oh, I could use the pack. No, the voltage is too low, I think, from there. Anyway, I don't want all that current. I just want a PB3 battery clip somewhere around here. Maybe I've got one in here. What does it? Not in there. I've got some PVC battery clips everywhere, except where I want them. Oh, I know where there's one, I can nick it off. I know where there's one, I'm going to have to nick it out or something. I'll nick a PP3 battery clip off my wind turbine thingy. I just want to determine, because there's no circuit diagram with this thing, so this little board. If it's got negative trigger pulses, that's fine, it'll work. I can just swap it straight around. If not, then I'm going to have problems because the transistor that's sending the pulses, I might have to get the transistor out and use positive pulses, which is more work. Right, so I want out. Oh, this is separate as well. Oh, hang on a minute. This is, you see, the power that's going through this relay is isolated from the other, and that's not going to be isolated. So that's a problem. That could be a problem. Because this has to have an independent supply. Anyway, let's find out what this is first. That's positive. I think that battery's flat. That's not good. I think these clips want to be opened up a bit. I've actually used this board. I got it ages ago for something. I often get these things just as so bloody cheap. You never know when you might need them. Right, that should light up on 9 volts. Right, let's see if it does. This battery's pretty flat, so it might not. No. Not enough voltage. Let's try a different battery. I think that battery's flat. Let's try this one. This one's probably flat as well. Let me just check the batteries. Oh. 8 volts? That should work. That's 2.74, that's totally flat. Right. Why is this not right enough? I'm sure these leads are wired right. It's a DC plus, DC minus, that's right. Let's see if the current on this, the voltage on this battery drops when I connect it. Might be flat. No? Oh, it did. 7.23. It's dropping. Right, so the battery's totally flat. I need a new battery by the looks of it. Make sure there's no short or anything on this circuit. There shouldn't be. No. It's wired right, because that's positive. Make sure my eyes are not getting tripped. DC minus, DC plus, that's right. Looks like I need a bigger battery. See what I can find and plug it into. Oh! Could we use my power supply? Hang on a minute. I'll use this thing over here. This is 11 volts. This thing has got a battery clip on it as well. Oh, will that be right if I put that onto there? Just let me check something. There's something, I've just realised something. Let's see. Right, positive would be that one. That's right. Negative would be that one. That's right. Right, so I always check everything before I finish it to make sure I don't blow anything up. So this, that should be positive. That's right. So if I connect this battery pack to this, it should light up. This is 11 volts, it's fully charged, and it's lithium, so it should be alright. Let's see what that means. Ooh, look, we've got action. Right. So that is set to 1. Actually, it's remembered what I set it to last time, which is 1 minute 20 seconds. So if I push that one, that's set. Let's bring it down to, hang on. Right. 1 minute. Oops. I just wanted it a minute. Right, push that one. How do I hold it? That's it, 1 minute, so that's a minute. Right, so when that's triggered, let's use my meter to trigger it. Put it on the diode test. So I should be able to trigger that with between ground. Let's see if I can trigger it between ground and minus. See if I can trigger it with a minus pulse. No. Between ground, input triggers with a positive pulse. My meter's not got enough voltage to trigger it. Yeah, I need something bigger to trigger that. So I'm going to have to use my meter on, I'm going to put it on 20 milliamp range. I've got my meter on 20 milliamp range. I'm going to go between negative and trigger input. No, nothing. It isn't triggered. Right, between positive and trigger input. Yeah, it's triggered. Right, so it needs a positive pulse to trigger it. I've determined that. It's counting down and it's staying on. The blue LED is lit. So it's going to stay on until it counts down 82 seconds. Hang on a minute, there isn't 80 seconds in a minute. That's different. I would have thought it would count down from 60. It must be using fractions, I don't know, it's weird. So anyway, it's basically using 1 minute at 99 to 100. Yeah. So anyway, it's counting down. Now it's at 52, so it's a fraction. It's not actually counting in seconds, it's counting down in fractions of a minute, which is really stupid. Right, so it works anyway. The output's, the blue LED's lit, so the output will be low right now. So if I put this on my, oh actually I need it on voltage. So on voltage the output should be high. Well, this is lit. Yeah, it's, oh no. Right, so it's got 10 seconds. The output is actually high, but blue LED is at 11.5 volts. And the blue LED is about to go out. There we go, it's gone out. So it drops off to 1.33. So that works, but it's not doing what I want it to do really. Because it's using the same supply. So I'm not using the high pulse to trigger it, which is not going to be useful unless I can change my circuit. Because this uses low, like that red one's coming out there, and I forgot my flipping circuit, so let's check this in a minute. Unless it's inverted at this end, it could be. Let's see, there's a transistor on here, so that transistor, well, it's a 555 timer, which means it needs a low pulse to trigger it, so right, let's find out. See if that relay, like that red LED comes on if I trigger it with a low pulse. So let's go to 20 milliamp range on here. And if I short these two, it should. Let's see, is this ground? Let's find out if that's ground. Right, that end should be ground, and that end should be ground. That's ground, yeah. That's 1.3 ohms. So that's ground. Right. I'll put this on 20 milliamp range, which we won't blow anything up, and trigger it with a ground pulse. Yeah, red LEDs just come on. So this is triggered by going low. The other one's triggered by going high, which is annoying. So this is triggered now. Right, so basically my circuit is going to be wrong because it goes to this one here, so I'm using an op-amp to pull it low. So there's no transistor there. There's no transistor that's pulling it low, which is annoying. What's that clue? So yeah, I can't just put this ball straight in here because it's not going to get triggered unless I add a transistor and use a PNP, and the trigger input will invert it, and instead of when this goes low, it will switch the PNP on. So that's what I can do, because this is an op-amp and it's sending out a negative pulse to turn this on. So I'm going to have to make modifications somewhere along the line. Probably going to just stick a PNP in here somewhere. Piggyback a PNP on this socket maybe. Need to wait for that LED to go out because these wires have got supercapacitor potential across them right now. There'll be about 6.28 volts on here right now. If I can get into the connections properly. Actually I'll just easy if I just go in there. On volts, so yeah, that's got 5.52 volts on the output side right now. So yeah, I was going to let that timer click. No, the relay's not even clicking over right now because the voltage is too low. That's what I was on about. I don't want it to be triggered until the voltage is high enough to trigger a relay, but if I use this, there's no relay, and it'll be more effective. I am going to swap it over because this is smaller anyway, it's lighter, there's less weight on it. Might as well. If I can do that, because the input, let's just say, because the input, this is a separate circuit down here. The output comes in from you see, with it switching the voltage, it will disable itself on getting power. That's why I got this on a separate power supply, so it runs independently. But this, I don't know if we can do that with that. Well, this relay is single pole double throw, so yeah, so that's good, that's the same as that. Actually this is double pole, double throw. Maybe. No, it can't be. It's got a single MOSFET, so it can't be. I think that ground is common, so yeah. Ground is going to be always on by the looks of it. So by now, let's just out ground, in ground should be common. Yeah, it's always common. So it's only single pole this as well. Just the out that's switched. Yeah. Because that's the red in and that's the red out. God, I've dropped everything now. So I haven't decided yet whether I can actually use that board on here because I'm still thinking about it. I made some interesting wiring on here, and I'm switching from what I'm doing is I'm switching from the solar input from the solar panel to the supercapacitor. So normally the supercapacitors are charged up, so the relay, I remember this right, the relay has power coming from the solar panels, going through the relay, and it's charging up the supercapacitors. When the supercapacitors are fully charged, and if there's no solar power, if the sun goes in behind a cloud, the relay flips over, and the power from the supercapacitors goes to the battery instead of it charging supercapacitors. So that what's happening is it switches the solar panel out. So the problem with that is that this board, it's going to deprive itself of power when it switches over, because it's going to be relying on power from the solar panel. Oh, actually it might still work if there's enough voltage, enough sun. If the sun disappears completely, it won't have enough juice to even drive the circuit, which is a problem. Yeah, I don't know. So I might have to use that, I don't know yet. I might just try it anyway and see, but I'm going to have to stick a PMP somewhere to invert the trigger voltage. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream because there's no point in me waffling on here. I've been going probably 3 hours now. Yeah. Right, so I'll just a bit battle about with this, and at least you've seen the basic boost capacitor circuit thing. I mean, it's just, I could be fighting about with this for a few more hours yet, because anyway, well, I'll see you on the next one.